What's good, everybody? Welcome in to the Early Edge in 5. A quick tip of the cap to all of those who tune in for the Early Wedge just 1 hour ago. If you missed our new golf show with Sia Najat and with Patrick McDonald, you can watch it on demand. It's live in your feed right now. But this show, it's all about more best bets for the night in sports. Let's bring in the stars of the show. You know them. You love them. We got Jaime from social media. We got the Speculator, our lead data scientist. And we have the man who swept the board last night. EC, what's good, my man?
6-1 the last 2 days, Coach. I'm just doing my best to keep up with Speculator, who never misses. Seriously.
Hey, you're doing great, EC. You're doing great.
Let's not sleep on Jaime for a second. Jaime, you put out a tweet on how your Early Edge career has started. Would you mind sharing that with the good people at home?
Yeah, I went back and so, I've been just collecting my numbers for the first time here, and I put them out on Twitter every day, so it's public record. So I have them pulling up right now. 50 and 36 on the month. One of those things was to learn from was a little bit too much in the early half of the month and scaled it back. But 50 and 36, pretty good start.
Whoa. That's something EC doesn't believe in. Let's not throw that out there that we scale them back if we're cold.
No,
even that.
More.
I more so meant like too many picks on one day.
No, keep going, more.
He doesn't
no.
Doesn't believe in that. I can't believe this has got to be like EC's entire family in the chat because they all love you today. Jeffrey.
Well, today they do.
Yeah. EC.
But if I went on, if I go 0-3 tonight, you know what's going to happen tomorrow?
You'll go last.
Destruction.
They are very fickle. This business is very, very fickle. There's one guy on social media. He's so funny. He always complains that I only tweet about positive things. And so I said to him, you do know our show's on video every day, right? And we do show a recap every single day. Do we not? We do. And then he's like, oh, it's like they want 1995 to stay here. It's not 1995. You don't get everything that you want.
My favorite thing, Coach, yesterday that I saw, and I love going back and reading the comments on our Early Edge in 5. Somebody's like, these picks that I'm paying for in the video, and I'm like, no,
free.
This is free, right? Yeah.
And by the way, and I say it all the time, we don't charge you $1,000 to get our picks, and then you got to make them. Any of you idiots that are paying somebody in Vegas $1,000 or several hundred, stop it. Stop it. It's hard enough as it is. Those guys aren't any better than our whole crew here. We charge $10 a month. That's it. This show is free. Free dollars. I get so fired up at people like that. I get so fired up. It's like we're all a team. We're all a crew. We all do this together. And then a person comes and watches the show and then complains all the time. All right. Now, Specty, you look like you kind of had a rough night. Did you have a rough night last night? Are you okay?
No, I had a rough morning. My dog threw up 3 times, and I'm squeamish with that. So it was not the best.
All right. Well, let's hope that we're not going to throw up from your pick tonight. So why don't you start us off? You're in your spot, sir. Go ahead.
All right. Yeah. Let's hope for no vomit on this pick. We're going Wizards at the Hawks over 234. Our SportsLine AI has this at 237 for a total. The Hawks in the last 10 games have averaged 120.7 points per game. And in the last 3, after their head coach got let go, they've been averaging 122. On the other side of the ball on defense, they rank 21st in the league. That's the 30th percentile in the league. If we assume the opposite of the Wizards, they have a 70th percentile scoring night. That would be 118.3 points for them. We don't think it's going to be that high. We think there's going to be 114 for the Wizards, 123 for the Hawks, giving that total of 237. But the Wizards, who have been in a scoring slump, are going to have to keep pace with the Hawks tonight, and that's why we're on the over.
Let me ask you this, because Trae Young, apparently he got a little ticked off at people being very critical of him. He was in a fight with the coach that got fired. Now Quinn Snyder is it. He's been playing out of his mind the last 2 games. His number is 26.5 minus 125. Your thoughts?
I take that. I think he'd probably go with like 28. I don't want to go much higher than that, but it's a higher number, but I'd still be okay with it.
Nice little lean from the Speculator.
Yeah, an actual lean.
Yeah. All right, Mr. 50 and 36. Jaime, you're up next. What do you got?
All right, gentlemen. I got tonight we're going to roll Brook Lopez over 19.5 points and rebounds. He's hit this number 4 of 7 last games in just points alone, so I feel pretty good about it because he collects a lot of rebounds every game. He's done this 60% of all his games this year, and the Nets are a team that gives up a lot of rebounds, and they're poor against defending centers. So I like him to cover that number tonight. Then the second pick, we got Kyrie Irving over 5.5 assists. He's done this in 4-6 games with the Mavs so far. One of the 2 games he hasn't hit was his first game with them. So, take that for what it's worth. And the Pacers are giving up a lot of assists to points guards. And I think he's going to feed Luka a lot. So I expect him to hit that number. And then topping it off with Desmond Bane, we got over 4.5 rebounds. He's done this in 6 straight games. I don't expect him to stop tonight. He's going up against the Lakers, who are going to try to figure things out without LeBron James. But that number is a good number to me regardless, but he is hot, so we're going to ride that train.
I love that train that you're on. It's funny, too, because sometimes people mistake Kyrie Irving for being selfish. When he plays on a team that has other players that can score, he's very, very unselfish. I love that play. Jamie, thank you very much. 3 big plays there and no parlays. All right. Why are you looking off screen?
I'm not. I'm here. I'm good. Yeah.
Okay. Now, I got one play today. Mm-hmm. And I'm not going to the NBA. And I love that you're like Dave's in this. Other people are like, oh, I fade Coach NBA. Yesterday I lost 1. I promoted CBS Sports HQ. I hit 4 plays. It's more than just this show. But that's okay. You guys can come at me all you want. I got broad shoulders. It doesn't faze me at all. But today I'm not going to the NBA. I'm going to college basketball. Georgia Tech. Do you know how good Georgia Tech has been lately? But yet the sports books do not. Let me read their last 5 results. They're playing at the Cuse tonight. They're getting 9. They beat Louisville by 16. They lost to Pitt by 8, less than 9. Florida Tech, they won by 13. Virginia Tech by 7. Wake Forest, they only lost by 7. Wake Forest is a really good team. And then they beat Notre Dame by 2. This number should be more like 3 or 4, not 9. I'll take Tech plus the 9 and take it all the way to you know where. Now, you guys know I can put my personal feelings aside. And when a man sweeps the board, he earns the last spot on our little show. So, EC, big boy, what do you got for us today?
Well, thanks, Coach. It's honored to be in the maestro spot yet again, and we'll see if I can keep it up. So, a lot of pressure. Now, we got 3 in college basketball, technically 4, but we'll get to that. We're going to start with Stetson and Lipscomb. It's the first round of the A-Sun tournament. Don't ask me any more about that. Stetson is a pick'em at -110, so it's an even game here. So get this. This is the most interesting thing I found about this game. Stetson is the Hatters, but Lipscomb is the Bisons. Now, isn't bison supposed to be a singular word, not plural? Anyways, I don't know. That's what I saw that earlier. I was really shocked by that. Let's actually get into stats here. Stetson was 7-0-1 at home against the spread prior to them losing to Lipscomb on Friday. So we got the revenge angle, back-to-back games revenge angle. Lipscomb also 6-10 on the road. This one, it's first round of the tournament, but playing at Stetson's home site. They're great at home, as I mentioned. I love the bounce-back angle as a pick 'em. I just think this line is flat-out wrong. I think Stetson wins this game by at least 5. Going to go with that. Then, I think this might be the game of the night. Boise State -2.5 against San Diego State. They're going nuts in Boise, and for once, it's not about their football team. It's about their basketball team, which is actually pretty legit. Now, San Diego State's won 10 of 11. They crushed Boise State by 20 on February 3rd, but Boise has won 13 straight at home since losing to South Dakota State in their first game. Boise's averaging a little over 72 points a game on the year, and they've exceeded that number in 6 of their last 7 at home. I was debating, do I want to go Boise? Do I want to go over? I'm going to go with Boise, and I'll tell you why. San Diego State has lost 5 games. Their closest loss is 4. I think Boise wins this game, and I think they cover the 2.5, and I think they win this game by, let's say, at least 7. So we're going to go with that.
Real quick.
Yeah.
Who are they playing tonight?
San Diego State.
San Diego State. Okay,
Yeah.
So San Diego State is getting plus 2.5, correct?
They're getting plus 2.5, yes.
Okay. All right, continue.
All right. Then I'm going to do this. Sorry, Coach. I know you don't like me doing parlays, but this one was too spicy to pass up. We have Louisville plus 9.5 and the over in the same game of 139.5. You can get that at plus 185. It's an alt line parlay. Virginia Tech is 1-9 straight up on the road and 3-10 against the spread. In ACC play, they've defeated one team by double digits. One. In February, now Louisville's played 4 ACC games. Get this. They've won 2 of the 4 ACC home games. They've won 2 by 10 points each, and they've lost 2 by 3 points each. I just don't really understand why Virginia Tech is favored by this much. I know Louisville's won 4 games, but they play so much better at home. So now let's get to the over part of it. In 13 of the last 14 Virginia Tech games, the total has been 140 plus. In 6 of the last 7 Louisville games, the total has been 140 plus. So we're going to buy the total down, and we're actually buying Louisville down a point, and we're getting plus 185. There is our parlay. We're going to sweep the board again. You guys are going to be nice to me in the chat, and even more importantly, Coach is going to be great to me tomorrow.
Do you remember a couple of weeks ago when a little team out of San Jose screwed you over, right? Mm-hmm. And you said, I'm never betting San Jose State again. Do you remember that?
I do.
Okay. So do you know who just beat Boise State in their last game?
Yeah, it was on the road. It was on the road.
Who beat them? I didn't ask where it was.
San Jose State. San Jose State.
Oh, who is terrible. So I'm getting 2.5.
Yeah.
EC, are you in or are you out?
Snake, hit the music.
It's gonna be a showdown.
This is easy money. Oh, it's easy money. Thank you, EC. I need to
thank you, Coach.
For dinner tonight. I did.
No, thank you. Thank you. I'm just trying to win back my golf losses to you the other week.
Oh, I've been so good. Apparently not according to Dave. I've never understood coming to a show that you watch us and complaining about the people that you're taking the time to come and watch. I never understood that. But that's okay. We need the numbers, Dave. Thank you. Thank you. And now you got your 15 seconds. That's it. All right. EC tonight. And that's a late game, too. Not for us, but for everybody.
7 o'clock our time. Yeah, 7 o'clock our time.
Oh,
yeah.
I love it. I love it. All right, grab your paper, grab your pencil. Here is the recap, courtesy of the Snake on the 1s and the 2s. EC is on Stetson on the money line -1. They've been sneaky good the last month or so. Then Boise State. I encourage none of you to play this. None of you. But EC will at -2.5. Then a little same game parlay. Louisville plus the 9.5. We'll go over 139.5. Virginia Tech has been a great over team this year. The part of that I worry about is the Louisville part, but they certainly are playing better at home, as EC told you. Then the Speculator. You know, he just one check mark at a time. That's what my man does. Wizards Hawks over 234. He also said he'd lean into the Trae Young if you so chose to play his point total at 26.5 -125. Then Jaime, 3 big props today. Brooke Lopez over 19.5 points and rebounds. Desmond Bane of the Grizzlies over 4.5 rebounds. And Kyrie Irving now with the Mavericks over 5.5 assists. And you got to believe after the Mavs blew a 27-point lead to the Lakers, they'll be fired up to get back after it tonight. Then one play for me from college basketball. And I encourage all of you to fade it. Please fade it. I told you yesterday, fade Baylor. I'm playing Baylor. None of you did it, and we cashed. So you got to watch the shows live. Come on. Do I really have to explain this all the time? I feel like I do. I'm a little fired up today, if you couldn't tell. But I like it this way. Now, there's only one thing left to do, and I believe you all know what that is. You've got your marching orders. Let's take all of these in-5 tickets straight to the pay window. For my entire crew, love them all. EC, the Speculator, my man Jaime, and, of course, the Snake, always behind the scenes doing the hard work. I am the coach. We're here 2 times a day, every single weekday, and 7 days a week in the morning. It's what we do. We grind for you so we can win with you. It's what we're all about, the early edge, where sometimes, yes, just sometimes, we do it in 5. Good luck.